of life calling my melody and a voice, just a fear of a child answer. Mama, wait.
Hello, welcome back to The Great Circle, the African survival adventure game. It is available as a free demo on Steam. You can download it to your PC. Up. Oh, yeah. Am I live? Check. Testing. I think I'm live. Am I talking? Can you hear me? Test. Okay. Download it to your PC. It updates automatically. It also has a beta version you can opt into. That's free. Don't forget, the early access is on the way. Add it to your wish list to be notified once it's available for purchase. We also have social media sites you can follow. Just search for The Great Circle or follow the link in the description to follow The Great Circle on social media. You can join the Discord to keep up with the latest development news for the game and ask questions. And to support the game's development, you can join the Patreon. That's patreon.com/thegreatcircle, or boost the server on Discord, or just do a PayPal donation. It's all in the link in the description. So I'm going to be working on various things here. Hey, how's it going, Keith Komodo? Welcome to the stream. If you have questions about development, what I'm doing, just go ahead and ask. It's everything having to do with the Great Circle. I'll be answering any questions. Hope you're having a good week. It's almost Friday. I did successfully render out the next build of the game on the other PC, so all the issues with the exporting the game solved. Got it updated or uploaded to Steam and everything. It's available as the nightly builds beta. However, there's an issue that I noticed with the AI not fully behaving the way they're supposed to, like not looking for food and water and stuff like that. So I'm just making sure that I had some things ticked off for testing, so I'm turning those back on, making sure they're functioning well, sending them over to the other computer, rendering that out, and getting it back up to Steam as soon as possible. But anyways, yeah, let's get back here. You're going to see some weird stuff happen on the screen. Just ignore it for now. It has to do with level generation. So I've got an algorithm running that will create obstacles and things, and it's supposed to be basically a new experience every time you start a new game. So mountains are in different places, trees are in different places, rocks are in different places. You can see the new Impalas over here. They're not fully done, but you can see them running around. We got physics on the bones, so you're going to encounter bones and stuff throughout the world. These will be kind of vectors for disease, so you kind of want to be careful, because sometimes they will get you sick. Do you know Primal Earth and The Hunted? I do not know either of those. Actually, I've heard of The Hunted. Somebody messaged me about The Hunted recently, and I need to look more into that. Actually, I don't know anything about the game, I just remember the name of it. But Primal Earth, I don't think I know. I think maybe I saw a video by Vivix. I'm not sure. If I'm not mistaken, it's more of a cartoonish kind of looking survival game, if that's right. Alright, we're gonna make sure these guys are looking for food right away. Just have them skip a little bit of their routine, because they're doing some social stuff. And then I just need to schedule the social stuff real quick. Let me see. Hang on. There's two people here. Maybe I didn't see. Oops. Alright. Cupid Wolves? Okay, I can see you. I'm back. I love watching these. Thank you for showing up. Cupid says, I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Well, I hope you enjoy your vacation. Hope it's fun. They're both animal survival games. Cool. I don't think he could see our chats. Well, I can see him now. Primal Earth is an African survival game. Okay. That one then I thought was the cartoonish one. I guess it's not. I think I might know what you're talking about though, because I think it had a different name earlier, but now it's like got a more specific name or whatever. Is it for MacBook Pro? We are not. I don't know about the other game. We'll be for Mac later on. Alright, let's check the behaviors real quick. Balance getting a little bright. A little bright. Also, giraffe footsteps a little bit off. Let me check that blend space. Great Circle would be good competition for Primal Earth. It would depend on what it is Primal Earth's trying to do and whether I'm trying to do the same thing. I assume they're not trying to do what I'm trying to do, so in that case, I don't really care what they're doing. It's probably just animal survival and multiplayer, right? You know, I've been around longer, so they probably have to compete with me. Because I'm pretty sure somebody has said that before, but I'm not sure what that's in reference to yet. What are you doing here? He says, I know this will be the best game ever. It'll be a good African survival game. My idea of good is Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5. Just so we are clear on what I'm thinking of as good. Yeah, I think the skins are a tad bit bright, just a tad bit. Not a big deal. Bigger deal is the giraffe footstep sync. I can fix that really quickly. How's it going, Mike? I'm thinking about GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2 in terms of scale. Like, when I think about how big the world of the Great Circle is, how many different things you can do, how many different ways you can play, that's where I'm thinking. That's where my mind is. Like, I love the Isle, but my mind isn't the Isle, it's the standard. My mind is this huge other game is the standard. Because animal survival is bigger than dinosaur survival, if you ask me. Way more people know about animals than dinosaurs, and I love dinosaurs. But like, it's just so much more potential. So I'm building for that audience, not specifically what's already been established. I'm thinking about a bigger thing, which is why the design is bigger. It's a wider design, let's say it like that. Whereas other people have a narrower focus, I have a wider focus. But it's not unspecific, it's not aimless, it's just it's just a kind of big thing. Let's get the giraffe play. Dang, y'all are busy today. How do you know it will be the best game, Cupid? Oh, that's among you guys. Talking about TGC. I'm in like every live stream. Well, pretty much watching everyone. And I see the development. Plus, it's my favorite in my opinion. The Hunted will be because it would include a lot of biomes, including a wildlife in them. Oh, okay. Not the Hunted, dude. I don't know the Hunted, but it's good for them. I hope it works out for them. Let's get our footsteps in sync. So the problem is the ground is going a little bit like this instead of keeping track. The feet. Do a little rate increase, that will help. This should be enough here. Oh, that's the problem. There's one down here. Let's make this one E75, and this other one will be that should be good enough. Alright. Hold on to your butts. We're going into the map. Oh, wait, let me make sure the poop is collision. Yeah, I said it. I'm talking about poop. It does. Alright. That's not the real poop. That's just a play ball. It's for testing. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? We're gonna go to... We're going to North Grasslands first. I have a lot of stuff to do today, but I want to zip over to the other map real quick. Now, North Grasslands. So what I was saying about the world of TGC is it's very big. The square mileage would be over 700 square miles is how the map measures. If you measure it square, top to bottom, and side to side, it's a square and it's 700 miles, right? I'm not kidding. The amount of regions is about 27 playable regions, right? With the most playable regions being in the center. Most playable meaning there's more land features, there's mountains, there's biomes. You've got desert, you've got dry savanna, you've got green savanna, you've got wetlands. And in the north, you kind of have a mixture of the wetlands, some dry savanna, and some green. So you kind of have a nice little mixture. I'm thinking of adding some mountain features to it. But it's going to be a nice little area to test a couple things out real quick. But why is that world so big? Number one, story mode. There's a lot of stuff that takes place, and some of the environment is very... Hang on. I need to be able to see here. And so I want there to be towns, different biome areas, a lot of stuff, right? This is supposed to be one of the tourist roads that you can go down, and it's just huge. You know what I mean? This is the region goes that far, in that direction it goes this far, that far. This is one of 27. They all work together. It's like a big puzzle. I'm gonna test this one out first. Drop in real quick. So you are going to get a nice realistic feel with like the amount of jungle that's able to load in, be textured. It is optimized to all fit in the screen. And another reason why I think it's so big, the map, is for the feature of travel. Other than story mode, like traveling is a feature of the game. You want to be able to grow over time. It's going to take longer to develop characters in this game. You're going to be able to grow over time, grow over your travels, and that helps develop your character as well. So you're going to be able traveling from region to region, progressing through your character's development, progressing through your character's story, and I don't know, it's just kind of a realism thing. Animals travel, so should you. And it's going to feel like you're traveling. Let me catch up on chat. Dang, y'all got so many questions today. Hunter and probably have a Discord. Everyone's got Discord these days. TJ, are you scared about the haunted competition with your... I'm not scared of competition. Guys, I honestly don't care. If I did, you would see me like in other people's streams and like in the chat and stuff. I only care about my game because I love my game. I work on my game. It's fun. I do it because it's fun. There's no competition. Nobody offers a free animal survival game except the Great Circle. There's nothing the same. There's nothing with story mode, with AI that aren't just randomly walking the map. It's with the ambitions that we have. There's nothing that competes with that. Let me see. Is that going to texture correctly? Let's give it a second to load. Still loading. You know, I don't look outward. You know, but people know about me. So I'm focused on what I'm doing, which is why my game looks the way it does, and it doesn't look like everyone else's, and it doesn't have the features that everyone else's, and it has its specific thing. So what other people are doing are really not a factor for me. The only thing I only sort of care about is doing the same thing. So I might see, okay, somebody might be doing this type of thing, so I'll try to do something different because I don't like the idea of like looking the same or being the same. But usually I don't have that problem because I'm not watching other games to see what they do. I'm just handling my own stuff. Hang on. The texture's good. Hang on one second, let me turn off something. although it's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same thing. So that's one reason I'm not actually even thinking about it. Hi TJ, French fan here. Oh, what's the French? Bonjour. Wish you the best. You're incredible. Such talent. Thank you. Much appreciated. Wonder how everything will turn out in the future. Real excited though. Well, put it like this: most businesses and startup projects fail within like the first couple of years or whatever. If I was like most developers, this would have already been done 6 months in. The Great Circle's been developing since May of 2020. That's 3 years since May last month. So obviously, I'm here for the long term. I'm playing a long game. I'm serious about it. This has cost me money. I haven't made money on it, and I still love it. So it's like, if you're gonna bet long term on something, you probably wanna go Great Circle. If you're going stats, wait like a year or two, and then like 40% of the competition will fall because of controversy, embezzlement, stealing money, something like that, drama, loss of inspiration, what have you, whatever. I have none of those problems. None. Let's see here. Okay, hang on, let me get to the road real quick. I am a little paralyzed here. What's going on? I'm overextended on something on the processor or the graphics card. It's not the textures, because all the textures are loaded. But this looks kind of nice, right? I'll wait just a bit more, just in case that marsh is loading something. I feel like 60% of the video is usually me laughing the whole time or just chatting. 40% vid. Some odd reason. Don't mind me. Give it. Told you guys. You told me, Mike, not me. Y'all are DJ1 Brave Game Creator. Really is not. I literally just like doing it. That's the main thing this game has going for it. I actually enjoy. I will do this 16 hours a day, and like, it's not a problem at all. It's a joy. Mike says, I have an interesting question, TJ. What would you do or say if someone takes your ideas and creates a new game that looks the same or even better? First of all, creating a game that looks good isn't so much of an issue these days. Epic does so much with their game engine. It's really hard not to make a game look good. However, people still do it because they don't understand the principles behind how those graphics are achieved. So, unless they're just keeping their game to the little built-in package out of the box, they're gonna mess it up usually with not crunching light the right way, with not messing with shells the right way, with not doing a lot of things. Stylistically, I come from a film background. I understand how they design this light engine. I understand how they look at coloring, and that's why I can take something in like a earlier version of the engine they have and make it look better than somebody who uses like the very, very best or the latest version of the engine. When you start doing complicated things like trying to fill your entire world with NPC characters like AI, you will start to mess up unless you really understand how that stuff works. And not everyone's a programmer. Some people are just literally people who downloaded an engine. So through the process of game development, games either degrade or they get better over time. Most of the time they degrade. Even pros, their games degrade, and it takes a long time to reach your ambitions and keep performance or keep whatever. So, like, imagine people who are who are not funded, not properly educated, not properly skilled. I'm not properly educated. I'm self-taught, but there's just so many pitfalls. Where are they going? But if you learn enough, see, I can just press a button, and my character's now an AI, an autopilot, right? For some people, that's impossible. All right, hang on. Okay, change direction. In a second, I'm gonna take this down and then take out whatever's slowing everything down. I forgot what question I was answering. Oh, yeah, but I wouldn't care. The most valuable thing about TGC is creator. That's me. If somebody were to take every idea I have, they still can't create or take the ability to create to make the ideas, because I don't just have one good idea. I have 20 good ideas when I wake up every morning. The only thing I lack is time, so it wouldn't really matter, because you can only imitate. You can't beat me. Would you still be working on this game? Absolutely. Now, I will say this. Let me be honest about something. Before I started this project, what I did was I looked to see what African survival games were out there, and at the time it was just Wild Savannah. If I had seen something substantial on the UE4 side, because that's why I went with this, because I was like, you know what, Wild Savannah's kind of cool, but that's like Roblox. I want something like with the graphics that I have in mind, or something like The Isle was what I was thinking at the time. If I had found one that was already really far along, I might have just been a player in that, and then I would have started my development with some other idea, right? The idea that I cite is The Great Pacific, which is the other game idea that I work on sometimes. So it would have been The Great Pacific, which is the ocean survival, right? So I would still be developing, just maybe not this, because I would be busy playing, but I don't really know. I just know that I looked, because I was looking for something to play in the beginning. But I ended up developing it because I was also looking to start developing. So it just turned into be the perfect thing. Well, there's no game that I want to play. Why don't I just develop the game that I want to play? So that's how this started. So potentially I wouldn't have been working on this. I think at worst I would have been 2-3 years into The Great Pacific versus The Great Circle. And I don't know where that would be. Easy copyright, Mike. So I don't think that like the idea of survival, but in Africa is really, you can't really own that IP. It has to be like a trademark, or you have to really, there has to be something really unique about the game. The most unique thing about the game you haven't actually seen yet. It has to do with the way the AI is being set up. You can't really copy that, because I've done it in a unique way, which is tied into how I've altered the engine. But I don't really think that there's like a gate around like developing something that's African survival. It's fine, I wouldn't care. I still like this, so I would still do it. Also, how do I explain this? Like Cupid says, like if you were a lion and you ran into another lion pride, would they try to invite you, like friendly calls and stuff? Ooh, good question. So here's something that happens in the Great Circle that happens nowhere else, right? In this game, they might, but they also might try to kill you, right? What does that depend on? In other games, it's just one or the other. It's automatic. It's also predictable. They're going to run at you. They're going to chase you till their stamina runs out, maybe, and that's it. In this game, animals have names. You see that animal's name there is Tajiri? Maybe it's hard for you to see the icon, but they have a name, they have a level, they have stats, they have all that stuff, including a personality. I call it temperament. I don't like the idea of anthropomorphizing animals, but like depending on their temperament, depending on their stats, their level, and all that, they may attack you. They may invite you in. You may be able to get them to like you. You can send calls like this. You do like the friendly calls, whatever. Let me turn off the other stuff real quick. I want to see if it's tied to the marsh thing. They may attack you. That's the cool part about the Great Circle is it's gonna depend on the animals. They're gonna have their animal instincts, right? Like a male lion isn't gonna tolerate much, but it also comes down to their temperament and what state or condition they are in. Maybe they're too weak to attack you because they are starving, or maybe they've already been in a fight and their HP is all the way down to like 20 or something like that. That could be a reason that they don't attack you. In other games, they would just attack you, but in this game, that factors in. And yeah, so this is going to be a much more in-depth experience that I'm building here, and I hope it adds to the realism experience because that's what I'm mainly focused on. Let me try something else real quick. Let me throw a curveball at this thing. I'm interested to see if my human characters will have an issue with this. Mike says, this game has so much content that I'm still searching for a new question. Lamau, for now, all I want is this game. Well, thank you. It's very kind of you. I'll give it to you for free. Just for you. You can download the demo. Hughes says, are all animals different heights, widths, markings, etc.? Yes to the heights, yes to the widths. The markings, sort of, some of them. But I'm working on an algorithm that will randomize certain skin pattern or certain skins for animals. For some, it doesn't matter. Like, I can't really randomize Impala's skins that much because an Impala is an Impala. Just like a zebra is a zebra. If you've seen one zebra, you've seen a million zebras, literally. They have almost the same patterns. The only difference is the difference in the species and subspecies. But animals like the African wild dog, lions to a certain degree, leopards, and giraffe, I can have an algorithm that kind of mixes up their patterns and gives them each a little bit of a distinct difference between each other. I'm also working on birthmarks. So like sometimes you'll get a birthmark that's unique to you. Also defects. That was a little more controversial. So yeah, they will be different in every way, but not yet. Right now, it's only size, height, marking, or not markings. Some of them markings. Cupid says, "Ooh, there is dark brownish zebra stripes." Not really, not yet. I'm looking at that as one of the ways that I can kind of give some variety to the zebras, but not yet. Cupid says, does the mud have noises, and will it drip off of you? Just realistic, to be honest. It does not have noise yet. However, it will, and it will drip off of you. But the mud has two functions. One is to help you, which is it's gonna be like protecting you from bugs and stuff. It's gonna protect you from the sun for certain characters. The other is harmful. Some mud is gonna be like quicksand. Okay, so it was not tied to... character, it has to do with the map. I'm watching the amount of stuff that's loading into memory real quick. Make sure we don't have an endless loop on that double capture. And alright. So don't mind the frames right now. I'm streaming, I don't have a great GPU or PC, and I'm running the editor at the same time, so it means it's going to be substantially better for you. I'm mainly looking to just see stability. Like, I don't want to see blocks of world missing. Ignore the clothes on this character too. It's an InDesign character. It's one of the important story figures. But like, this is part of what this world is about. You got humans, you got animals, you've got nature, you've got human issues conflicting with nature, you've got unbalanced versus balanced ecosystems, you've got mysteries, you got a lot of different things. When you go hunting, you're literally hunting in this game. You're literally in the bush. You've got things that can kill you. You can kill things. Alright, so it is stable. The sky's not falling apart. There's no missing worlds, no missing textures. All of it looks good. Now, if I can get to the frame rate. Let me see here. Sorry, so many questions. No. That's the whole point of the Q&A. It's perfectly fine. I love talking about the Great Circle and wild animals. And this is a game, Keith. Come on. No arguing. So it's TJ's choice to add that. What are you guys talking about? Add what? Let me see here. We can talk about whatever, you know? If I'm not upset about it, nobody should be upset about anything. I'm okay with any and all questions. Trust me, I'm not shy in telling you, hey, there's some things I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm only going to get annoyed if I have to say something twice or more than twice to people who already know the answer. And even then, I'm not going to, like, raise my voice or anything. I'm just going to be like, look, not answering that. Sorry. Alright, let's see. What can we do? Let me turn off some of these level features real quick. I'm going to try to narrow down to see if something specific is sucking off my frame rate, because right now this is like 80 frames. Let's turn that off real quick. Oh, okay. Now we got another issue to fix. This is even before animals are even loaded in. So pretty much in the direction of the water is where finding the most challenge. Let's delete all of these creatures real quick. Preload some stuff. But yeah, ask as many questions as you want. I don't mind. I like questions. Um, is this game will we have subspecies or not? Subspecies, yes. For example, we have both impala and black-faced impala. We gained a couple frames off of that. Let me try something real quick. Yeah, we have impala and black-faced impala. Is this guy a villager? So that person you saw is actually a part of a tribe that I made for the game called the Shuja. And they are a kind of hidden village, right? And they are basically, in the story of the game, a tribe that stayed out of the Civil War, because there's a Civil War that happens before this game starts. And when this game starts, that war's over. And the country where this takes place is trying to rebuild itself. And they're trying to basically make their own national park, like Serengeti. So the game is centered around, the story mode of the game is centered around what happens when the local government, after the Civil War, tries to restart their industry, their economy, and they try to have like a national park like Serengeti or any of the other famous African national parks that you can go to attract people to the country, because there's been a war and nobody's been bringing money into the country and stuff. So it's an effort to help that. So it centers around what the characters do to try to get that started. Like they try to build like a theme park and stuff. There's like a bunch of stuff that I don't want to give away. But I think you guys will really love the story. But yeah, that was one of the characters from the tribe that I made up. And this tribe basically like hides, their identity a bit. So that's why most of them wear like cloaks. They're trained to fight. And a lot of them are young too, because basically it's like a tribe made up of refugees from the war. And they're mostly women and children. Let's see. Oh, wow, there's so many things loading in. Let's see where it stops. Let me just sit and see how long this takes. Can drivers run you over? Yes. Are kangaroos in the game? No. I don't have a need for kangaroos. Not in the wild. Not in the story mode. So I don't have any kangaroos in this game. Wow, the mask isn't like sticking to the head the right way. So we're still loading stuff in? Alright, let me turn that off, see if that makes any difference. So no kangaroo, that's right. Just now, I will say there are exotic animals in the game. It just so happens that that animal is nowhere in this game. Nowhere. You won't see it in the wild. You won't see it on a story mode mission. There's no reason for that one to be in the game. Let's see here. And no dinosaurs. I don't know who asked last time, but I'm just going ahead and preempt it. There's no dinosaurs in this game. However, there are certain mysteries that you will find. There are certain creatures in this game that will match legends and stories that actually are real stories in Africa. There are many stories from Africa and reports of certain species of animals that people thought were extinct, or certain species that aren't recognized as actual species because they're like, it's like the Loch Ness monster or whatever. So there is that element in this game as well, and it kind of ties into the story. I don't want to go too much into it because I want to leave some stuff to be discovered in the lore, but I just want to let you know there's a huge thing where I'm building lore and characters and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a nice, wide open experience. And I feel like the game's going to be big enough to where if you want to play it just for purely animal survival, you can go into survival mode. If you want to if you want to do like base building and stuff as a human, there's going to be that for you. GTA is so big that some people just role play. They literally get part-time jobs in the game or whatever. I want it to be literally that big. Like 27 regions is big enough to have cities. It's big enough to have people with jobs. Like some people can play the park rangers, like this character here is a character in the story. You can be park rangers and like try to protect the animals, try to keep the ecosystems balanced. You can be criminals. So you talk about you talk about like cars and stuff like that. All that stuff's in this game. Mind you, this character needs some work. There's a lot of experimental stuff going on here. But yeah, you can drive cars and all that stuff. You can run things over with cars and everything. Alright, I'm just monitoring the, let me try this one more time. Let me turn off the level pictures. I was curious about what's generating all these actors. Like says, yeah, kangaroos make no sense in this environment. Now, just be careful because it's like, notice how I'm not committing to saying they will never be, or there's no situation where like there would ever be a kangaroo in this game. I can envision, because certain animals were not going to be in the game and now they are, because in story mode there is a mission where some rich guy has like exotic pets or whatever, and one of them gets out in the ecosystem and you have to go track it down before it like starts to like become an invasive species or unbalance the ecosystem. So there is stuff that appears in the game that it's not going to be like a normal occurrence in the environment. It's going to be like a mission thing. That's the reason. It's always going to be something that makes sense in the context of the story. It's never just going to be like randomly oh, there's a polar bear running around or something like that. There's nothing going to be, it's not going to be anything like that. But it's going to be such a wide experience game that you can get whatever you want to get out of it. So if you want to just play for survival, you can. If you want to come in the game and play story mode, you can. If you want to just raise your own characters and develop your own characters, kind of like Pokemon, you can. If you want to do multiplayer with other people, do fights and stuff like that, put your characters at risk fighting with others, try to get rewards, build up your own stuff, you can do all that stuff. All that stuff is going to be planned. If you want to build literally your own house, village as a human character, you're going to be able to do that as well. All of these features are possible. Alright, let's try it now. Wait, we don't need this. We don't need this. This might be the answer right here. You know what? Let me just destroy this. Let me just take this out. Let's try that real quick. See if that makes a difference. Cryptids. What are cryptids? Makili Bembe. I don't remember what that is. Cryptid. Google that real quick. People have brought this up before. Cryptids are animals that cryptozoologists believe exist somewhere in the wild, but whose present existence is disputed or unsubstantiated by sense. Ooh, I like that. Now I like the word cryptid. Now that I know what it is, that's kind of what's in this game. There are going to be cryptids. So I like likey. Cryptozoology is pseudoscience. Oh, I don't like that word. I'm not a big fan of pseudoscience. But, you know, it's pseudoscience which primarily looks at anecdotal stories and other claims rejected by scientists. But that's kind of like, that's two things. That's the fun of it. You know, anytime there's like conspiracy theories or whatever, the fun of it is you can't ever substantiate it. Like, you can't ever prove or disprove it. Well, actually, you can disprove most most conspiracy theories. But like, there's enough mystery. There's enough intrigue for it to be an interesting mystery, right? And claims that you've seen some strange animal in a jungle somewhere is interesting. Yeah, there are people who claim to have seen a dinosaur in like the Congo or something like that. Damn, we're still having frame issues. Okay, well that's a problem. Is it a rainbow things? It's a rendering issue. I can fix it, but yeah. You're gonna be able to do game modes like the Safari game mode is gonna be like you're in a car, right? And either you are literally, either you are literally driving or like leading a safari, or you're like a passenger you're in the safari as like a tourist, and all you do is you just take pictures of animals. Like there is that as well. It's not supposed to go this way, alright? It performed way better. I will get all that sorted. I'm continuing. This is a normal part of development. Sometimes I turn things on and off because there's just so many things in the level to kind of narrow down the focus on what needs to be optimized. But see how this camera's moving around like this? This is how it should be. No issues, real time. You can see the clouds moving and all that. This is how it's going to be for everyone. But yeah, cryptids is interesting. Let's see if I can go around. We'll go back to the animals real quick. This toolbar does this. Okay. Let's go back to the thing. Sorry it's so quiet. I'm about to turn the music back on. I just want to make sure it's not interfering with my frame stuff. I'm going to mess a little bit with the foliage real quick. just wait for the changes to load. Literally no change. Let's go even more extreme. I'll make sure my the way that I'm rendering my bushes, textures, all that good stuff isn't affecting my frames on this part of the map. Nope. Most of it's gone and it's still doing it. Alright. Okay, let's put it back. gotta take some notes real quick. God dang it, I just broke my pen. Numerous 300,000. Okay, let's take it's 2 million of these structures. It's not rendered. Oh, sorry, Mike. Do you know the game Ascended? No, I've never heard of Ascended. Should I? I like the name. What the f is going on? Let's try. Let's take something else away real quick. Does not neither. I hope it's not the water. Because I love my water. Not gonna lie. Mike says, is custom maps a thing in this game or not? For example, in Anomalia, you can, like, you space it out, can create your own map. No, it's not a thing in this game. Like, I am very intentionally trying to tell you the specific story that I want to tell. Like, I want you to be able to make your own experience, but within the world that I create. Oh, can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. Now I see it's not the bushes, it's not the trees, it's not the sky. There's something else going on here that needs to be fixed. bushes back in here. It ain't the grass. Woohoo! Put our grass back in. Put it back in. Alright. Let me just put these other things back in where. Maybe I want to leave these bushes out. They're pretty ugly. Look at that. Can't have that. Alright, let's look at the water as soon as I'm done with this other thing. Will there be some Easter eggs on this game? Imagine finding a TJ face on a rock somewhere on a map. Some weird, scary things like a strange monster, or would laugh so hard. Well, you will find scary and strange things in this game for sure. But you will never ever see like an unrealistic thing. Meaning you won't find my face. You won't find me memeing my own game because I take it seriously. But you will find strange creatures. There's some cryptid stuff, but like, yeah, it's realism based. So you won't find like my face anywhere for sure. Oh, I forgot about something. I gotta put all those water creatures back in. I don't want to do it. Well, since we're this far, let me see. Let's get rid of all the shoe bills and all that good stuff. Will there be Easter eggs or no? Yeah, there will be Easter eggs. Like I said, she looks so. Wait. You look so focused, DJ. Oh my God, what's happening? There's some bugs or something? No, I'm trying to get the frame rate up in this region. It should not be as low as it is. Even with what I'm doing like streaming, I'm doing some level design and all that stuff. So it's supposed to take a hit, but yeah, I'm trying to get the frame rate up. I'm just making sure there's nothing that's obviously sucking up resources. Don't judge me. Oh, did it say the region name? Or did I miss it? I'm still having that frame issue here. I'll be back. What kind of films do you do? Oh, wait. What kind of films do you like? You like scary movies? I do like good scary. I like horror. Let's put it like that. I don't care so much for scary films, but I like horror. What's the difference? Scary films are like mainstream films that rely a lot on cheap surprise, like jump scares. You know, just instead of horrifying you. I like scary films that are horrifying. Like there's a horrific concept. There's a scary concept. Not so much, you know, somebody suddenly jumping in your face like, and the killer's right there. That's not what I consider good horror. Yeah, I'm kind of a film snob. That's because I come from filmmaking. But, alright, so here's a cool feature that you may not be aware. So you see how I'm about to walk into this grass, which is going to make it hard for me to see my character? Alright, check this out. Oh yeah! See through the grass in front of you and around your character if you're very small. Makes it easy to go through the tall grass. I don't have to change the map. Now I will make the white stuff look better. It's going to be more transparent. And it needs to work on every plant, but like it is a way for you to actually see your character if you're small. So imagine playing a snake. I made this, by the way. So imagine playing a snake. it's going to be easier for you to like go through the grass, sneak up on prey, and hide from predators as well. So the grass is still here, it's just, they don't see it. They see this. Or, sorry, you see this, but they see the regular grass. You can also turn it, oh, Mom came back. You can also turn it on and off. You know what, while I'm sitting here, let me try an experiment. I'm going to see if I can do a flank. So, right now if you hit 7, that's the autopilot, walk to your parent. I'm going to see if I can flank my parent real quick. I think it'll be easy to do. Let me just see. What I mean by flanking is you'll walk on the side of your parent. I'm going to see if I can put it on the left side. I should do like the main menu on this map. Like it should be like the main menu, and this is the background here. But you could be on this side. I mean, and it should be like the Great Circle logo, like right here. Anyways, let me name this thing. Mike says, when you were a child, what interested you the most? Movie, developer, game developer, or other things? When I was a child, I'd say probably more movies. I did more movies when I became an adult. Independent films and stuff. So I started off more with acting in movies, and then I've gone more into game development. But I love movies. I still love filmmaking. I'm gonna go back to doing Hollywood stuff, but I'm into this right now. This is my thing. It's a significant thing, guys. I wouldn't be doing it for 3 years straight if it wasn't. But yeah, I still love both game development and filmmaking. That's a good thing about being alive. You can always find more stuff to love, you know? You can find more interests. You can share interests. You can grow with interests. You develop. I'm just waiting for this thing to load. Now, if this is right, it's going to be really cool because I can give this command to the baby AI as well, and they will flank parents as well. So nothing interested you as a child? I mean, as a kid, everything. A lot of things interest me. I was probably more into playing video games, watching all kinds of movies. I don't know. As a child, you don't really think about things that interest you as like a career. At least I didn't. As a child, you have more immediate concerns. Me, I didn't really have a great childhood, so I had other issues that were on my mind. But certainly as an adult, getting to live my own life, had a lot more freedom to think about what do I like, what do I want to do, and not be worried so much about the concerns that I had as a kid. But But you know, I've always had a great many different interests. You know what I mean? Movies and games are like my main focus, but I've had many interests. There are a lot of things that interest me. Cosmology interests me. Space interests me. Some areas of mathematics interest me. Mysterious things interest me. I have a brain that wants to figure out things. I have a brain that likes building systems, improving systems, and stuff like that. I have a lot of different interests. If I were locked inside of a room for a year, I could probably do it better than most people because I don't really need much more than mental stimulation. As long as I have something to stimulate my mind, like a computer where I can go online and just still read, discover things, play video games, connect with other people. I'm someone who could probably spend an entire year in a room, as long as it's just like a very clean room with a bathroom and everything. But like I could deal with isolation. It's not a problem, because I live in my head. But yeah, plenty of things. I could give myself things to do. Free time is not a problem for me. I have way more things to do and things that I'm interested in than I will ever have the time to be able to do in my lifetime. Way more, vastly more. The time that I have to spend on things versus how many things I'm interested in is infinitesimally small. So that's a good problem to have, you know? Means I will never be bored with things that I want to do. When I have to do things that other people want me to do, I get bored pretty easily. might work. It might work, boys and girls. Alright, I'm ready to see if this works. Let's compile that and we'll give it a try. Basically, I'm just going to see if my character will walk to the left side of my parent continuously. Or at least one time. Let's see what happens. I got the next build of the game with a correction for the AI rendering out now. It'll take less than 5 hours, so either tonight or tomorrow. Tonight, if it's tonight, it'll be 11, 12. Let's call it tomorrow. Either tomorrow early in the morning, like 1 a.m., or like just tomorrow morning. That'll be on the beta, nightly builds opt-in. So it's going to have a lot of fun features. It's basically version 0.10. So it's going to have the grass invisible around your character if you're small. It'll have more characters. So right now I think the 0.9 has giraffe and elephant only. This next one has giraffe, elephant, leopard, and secretary bird. And so you'll get and better behaved AI with all the advancements and stuff. So you're gonna get some better stuff. I still have to brush up on a couple things. What I'm fixing now is the big map. What you have in the demo is the smaller map. So I'm just basically making so that this map is as performant as the smaller one, and that there are animals everywhere. So there's like 1,000 animals in the demo in the little area that you have, and it's like 10 times that or 20 times that once you get into this size map here. just gonna sleep for a while. Oops, doesn't work. Mike says, I'm a mix between Algerian and Morocco, but I have a feeling that I had some black ancestors on my father's side. Nice. Those are both in Africa, right? Algeria. Morocco is, I think. It's on the African continent. I can't remember exactly where Algeria is. You got some black in you. I'm gonna put it back the way it was for now. It's too much time to be investing in like an experiment like that right now. Unless maybe. Oh, maybe I just had that. Let me try it one more time before I call it a day on that idea. Hurry up. Let's recompile. Let's try it again. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. Save a little streaming. Alright, try one more time. I'm just very, very curious about this only because it can apply to the AI creatures as well, which everyone knows is a big focus. I can't get the exact pinpoint location of this thing that I'm trying to do, but I want to use a technique that I used before. Stream stop? Can't tell. streaming. What? You ran into John? Hang on. Nope, technique doesn't work. I'm gonna have to look at it later. But I know I can get it to work later.
To all of my children in whom life flows abundant, to all of my children to whom death hath passed his judgment, the soul yearns for honor and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those who walk before, to lead those who walk after. Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the land
Alright, we're back. What are we doing here? Let's
How would a
see.
kangaroo attack a human? Knock him down,
Oh.
and then they choke him.
Look at me. Look at me. Back to the optimization effort. I'm going to disable one or two plugins for that animal, and we'll see if it impacts any at all the issue that we're experiencing on this map. I should say this part of the map.
Judgment bites all we hold to a memory of scorn. Tell us why, given a life, we are meant to die, helpless as our cries. Witness, suffer, by Nanzingonya Baba Kisi Baba Ngonya Mababa Nanzingonya Baba Kisi Baba Kusani po Beki Yakalele Nanzingonya Baba Kisi Baba From the day we arrive on this planet and blinking step into the sun, there is more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. Ooh, there is far too much to take in here, more to find they can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless round. It's the circle of God, and it moves us all through the spirit pole, fair and love, till we find a place
Night and the spirit of life calling Mamela, and a voice, just a fear of a child answers Mamela, Mamela. Wait, there's no mountain too great. Hear these words and have faith. Whoa, have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. And he watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth, in your reflection, he lives in you. And he lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over, hey, everything we see. Into the water, hey, into the truth, in your reflection, yeah. He lives in you. 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 Oh, yeah. He lives in me. Whoa. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth, yeah. In your reflection. In your reflection, he lives in you. Night and the spirit of life calling Mamela, voice with the fear of a child asking, oh, my man, did it. Wait, there's no mountain too great. Hear these words and have faith. Oh, have faith. They live in you. They live in they're watching over everything we see in every creature, in every star, in your reflection. They live in you. There's no mountain too great. Hear these words and have faith. Oh, have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, He lives in you.
Idlozi lakho lihleli kuwe ngaphakathi. Bheka lalela. Cinga thandaza.
Ngoba uphila kuwe. Uphila kuwe.
Wendodana yesizwe sonke. Mucinge, ukhona, ukhona. Mucinge, yena.
He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, He lives in you. So wait, there's no mountain too great. Hear the words and have faith. Have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, He lives in you. Oh, He lives in you. He lives in you. He lives in me. He lives in me. He watches over and over and over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, He lives in you. He lives in you. He lives in you. He lives in you.
Hey Hollins family, thank you so much for watching our video. It was an honor to collaborate with the Lion King cast on this. They were fantastic. This show is fantastic. I saw it Wednesday with the whole family. If it is near you, go see it. She's amazing. The show's amazing.
Yes, come see us. Izoqaqa umqondo.
Oh, geez, I'm tired. Maybe I should go ahead and end the stream here. I need to take a nap or something. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. You can follow The Great Circle on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all social media linked in the description below. It's available on Steam as a free demo. Download it, add it to your library. It updates automatically. Don't forget, you can also add to your wish list and be notified once the full version of the game is available for purchase. You can also join the Discord to keep up with the latest development news. You can contribute to the project if you'd like to help with our Patreon. You can join patreon.com/thegreatcircle. You'll get extra benefits there, such as access to new characters, game modes, the like. You can also boost the server or do a PayPal donation. All of it's appreciated. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy. See you next time. Bye.